Welcome back to Immabed Beats Minecraft version 1.0. We're collecting a little bit of wood here since we have to kill some time during the day as we wait for night and Endermen to spawn. I do think today we will venture over to the interesting mountain cave formation that we saw in the last episode. But first I'm going to collect some of this wood as I used all my wood in the last episode to build some ladders. We are well on our way to having the ender eyes we need. Ooh, spooky cave noise. I don't have them on me right now, but I have 6 ender pearls, and I believe I also have 10 blaze rods, which will give me 20 blaze powder. If I can get up to 16, 18, maybe 20 ender pearls, then we're going to be well off for having enough ender eyes to find the stronghold and open the end portal. And quite frankly, at this point, I think that is basically all we really need to do. Unfortunately, that'll probably mean several more days and nights of waiting and farming Endermen. I've got that lovely desert behind me, which makes it really easy to find the Endermen and get them to come to you. Let's see, I'm going to keep the actual cooked chicken on my hotbar. I don't want to get some salmonella. I wonder if hunger as an effect is implemented in this version of the game. Or I guess I think the raw chicken gives you hunger. It's the spider eyes that give you the poison effect. We might encounter some creatures of the dark under here. This is an interesting formation, one that you definitely don't see nearly so much anymore. I definitely always enjoyed finding these crazy overhanging mountains. Something I haven't seen yet is any village. I'm fairly certain that villagers are in the game at this point, although I certainly don't have confirmation. Though I'm pretty sure they don't do anything. So if we find some, I guess we can laugh at how silly the old villages look, and that'll be about it. Looks like we're finding plenty of chickens, which is excellent. Excellent news. This means I'll be able to make plenty of arrows and have plenty of food for the dragon fight. I haven't had any luck finding a skeleton grinder or anything like that. I've found a zombie and a spider dungeon, but no skeleton dungeon. So our best source of arrows is definitely going to be crafting them ourselves. Looks like it is nearly midday, so we got to think about heading back, although I could probably hang out in a plains biome for one night if I really wanted to. I am curious to find out if anything is out here. Maybe what I will do is build a boat, even though we have realized they mostly suck this version of the game. And hello there, a couple of Endermen. This is fantastic news. We'll kill this creeper first. Or let him blow up, that's good enough. We definitely have a zombie here. We'll try and ruin our day. Oh, don't teleport away on me. This is the fun thing about Endermen, is they really don't hurt very much. Put a torch down so we can hopefully see. Unfortunately, they've both teleported away. Why have they done this? Why have they done this? I wonder if Endermen teleport more in daylight. I've definitely found that they have been much harder to kill during the day, even if I'm in caves or anything. I wonder if they teleport outside and then freak out. Oh, hello. Welcome back. And no pearl. Oh well, that's okay. I'm going to make a boat because I think that will get us back quicker. And we'll kill this chicken. Wasn't there water here? It wasn't... There was water here. Where? What? Is it possible that an Enderman placed a block to block the water? That seems crazy to me. That seems crazy to me. I feel almost certain that there was water there. You even have the dirt. Unless I did something and I've already forgotten. Oh, look at this. We've got a dungeon. See if there's anything good. Nothing like a little exploring. Some saddles, really nothing very worthwhile. Take the cocoa beans just because I think that's the only place to get them right now. Jungles don't get added to the game for another version or two, if I'm correct. Used to be that cocoa beans were considered one of the rarest items in the game because you could only find them in dungeon chests and you couldn't duplicate them, which made brown wool very hard to come by, unless you dyed a sheep. I believe you could dye sheep back in the day. Getting lots of feathers, which is excellent. The sun is starting to go down. I am disappointed we didn't get that second Enderman. I'm really quite annoyed at their teleportation during the day. It seems to be quite sporadic, and they seem to lose aggro very quickly. But that's okay. I think I'm going to switch to my brand new sword, and then after a good night of hunting, we should be able to combine them. Let's get my boat out. And hopefully, since there's no lily pads here, we will actually be able to use it. Of course, it's going to fly away from me. Thanks, collision. Wow, it really flew away from me. The water is very, very blue right now, which is kind of incredible. It's something that I think changed. I'm not quite sure when it changed, but the water definitely is not this blue anymore. It's interesting that I can steer with my mouse cursor as well as the keys. You can see boat wiggling as I tap my keys back and forth. Boat is also quite slow. But that's okay, this will be fast enough to get us back to the desert before nighttime, where hopefully we can kill a few more Endermen. I did promise possibly some stories, so maybe I'll regale you with the tale of my very first time on the Pixelated Pickaxe Minecraft server. Right at the very beginning, Nathan Wells hosted Pixelated Pickaxe server, which was a early beta version of the game, on his own personal computer, which meant that he had to turn it on and off when he used his computer. Let's see, is this going to break? Ooh, no. Although, how do I get out? How do I get out? Can I? I don't know how to get out. I guess I have to break it. That's disappointing. Anyway, right at the beginning, he was hosting the server on his own computer, and he would basically add anyone to the whitelist who asked. And so, during Wellstown Classic, I asked to be added to the whitelist. I logged on, and my connection to the server was horrible. Like, I would break a block, and it might take several minutes for that block to actually pop off. And I think part of that was connection, and I think part of that was also that the hardware Nathan was running the server on was not very good. Anyway, it did sometimes get better, and I was able to play, so I played for a few days. And I found an interesting cliff, and I built a little house kind of coming out of the cliff, a little platform, some little tunnels inside there. Very, very simple. But only a few days later, sort of the server, main people on the server, Nathan and some of his mods, decided that they were going to kind of crack down on the whitelist a little bit more, get rid of some of the randos, switch to an application process rather than just adding anyone who asked. And I was one of the people that no one really knew, so I got kicked off the whitelist, and my build was removed, which was interesting. The crazy thing is I actually have nothing but my memory of that build. No screenshots. It's not in any of the Pixelated Pickaxe videos. And so I had to actually apply, since at that point I really wasn't a part of the community. And with the application process, they didn't add people until the next world, which was Wellstown Frontier, which was the first world on the beta 1.8. And that ended up being an interim world while we waited for version 1.0. So I didn't play a lot on Frontier either. It ended up being more of a creative mode, sort of learn to build world. But I did technically, even if it was very briefly, play on the first Pixelated Pickaxe world, Wellstown Classic. And then I got kicked off and had to apply, like everyone else. Thankfully, I had some other builds that I could send screenshots in, and there we go, first Enderman. So I was accepted, and I did join in the first new batch of players, right near the beginning, but not quite at the beginning. Looks like this zombie does not know how to climb. There we go. I'm not liking that the creeper's running towards me. Don't want the creepers to blow up. And yet, there they go. This is the one thing I was a little bit concerned about. Okay, there we go. We got the pearl. That's good. But yeah, that's the story of how I originally joined Pixelated Pickaxe, and then how I ended up properly joining a little bit later through the official application process, and how my very first Pixelated Pickaxe build is completely lost to history. I don't entirely remember what it was made of. I want to say maybe birch wood of some kind. It was definitely very simple and not much of a house. Looks like we got another Enderman here. Let's suck him back to our safety platform. Yes, bring your dirt block, grass block, or run away. Your choice. See, the nice thing is out here, when they teleport around, they stay nearby and they can still see me. Only one pearl so far tonight, but we are making some progress. Looks like the skeleton is going to pose a little problem. We will make one trip up, I think. It doesn't appear to even quite be midnight. And we'll see if we can find some more Endermen. It's not looking particularly promising. And so I think this will be an episode. Hopefully in the next episode we will find a few more Endermen. And that should get us further along our path to defeating the first Ender Dragon that ever existed. Or at least the first Ender Dragon in the first version that the Ender Dragon existed. See you next episode.